What's up guys, this is Timmy from Timmy McCoy Hair. Got my client Tom with me today, and we're going to be doing a low fade, going into a Nape fade, cleaning up the beard, the sides, and we'll be showing you how to style his hair curly, wavy, and straight. Alright, so right now I'm using a number 3 fully closed. I'm just going to go along the sides and take out all the bulk before I go in with a 1 and do the fade. I'm going to use my comb as a guide. I don't want to go any higher than the comb. I'm just going to go around the shape of the head. And just get off all this bulk so I can have a clean canvas to start doing the fade. And I normally always like to do one side at a time, so I'm not going to do kind of around the head. I'm going to start here, go to the back and meet, because I want to make sure that I'm keeping his head shape in mind. Awesome, got that done. Now I'm gonna go in for 1 fully closed. I'm gonna start about halfway between where the sideburns and where the 3 ended. And again, just using my guide, my comb as the guide. Don't want to go too high with it because I want to have enough room to be able to fade it into a 2 and into the 3. I'm just going to go around the ears and start dipping down to the back of the head. Just going along with the curve of his head shape. Alright, and we'll start on the other side. Same thing. Just going up halfway. And then I'm going to meet with the back and round it out a little bit. For this haircut, I don't really want to make a point. I just want to have a nice even shape in the back, because that's the way the Nape fade is going to be shaped anyway. And then I'm going to do a 2, fully closed, and go up and start fading the 1 into the 3. And when I fade, I don't really dig into the head. I kind of just chip away at it and feather it. I'm always kind of doing the same motion of putting the clipper in and flicking it out. Same thing on the other side. So now I'm going to take my 1, open it all the way, and do the same thing, but not go too high with it. Just want to barely go up and flick it out. I'm just trying to blend in the 1 to the 2. Sometimes it helps too if you pull the skin up just a little bit. You get a better angle, you can get hairs that are a little bit harder to get. And it all depends on his head shape as well. And again, we're just kind of going around the back and just blending it in. You don't want to go in too hard with it. Same thing on the other side, 1, open. Just flipping it up. And now, because there's still a little bit of a line between the 1 and the 2, I'm going to take 1.5 guard. And I'm going to work my way down from closed to open. So I'm going to start with closed. Just go at the spots that I see that need to be blended a little bit better. Same technique, just feathering it. And then I'm just going to slightly pull it down, not all the way to open, just a little bit, maybe about halfway. So I'm going to leave a little bit of hair on this side. well, for when he styles it as a side part, you want to have a little bit of bulk here, but it's going to blend in with the fade. So we'll probably end up doing it scissor over comb and just blending it with the 3. We're going to do the same thing on this side, 1.5, fully closed. Open it a little bit more, about halfway. Just doing the same thing. We're really trying to get that traditional fade shape. It goes up and then down around the head. And for this part, I'm not really cutting too much hair off. I'm just trying to detail everything. Get rid of those lines, blend it in, and make it nice and smooth. I have a 0 fully closed. I'm gonna go in, create my line. Now the good thing about a Nape fade is that it helps the hair grow in a little bit more smoothly and you get a longer lasting haircut. Normally these last for about 2 weeks before you start getting wolf neck back there. And then I'm gonna go all the way open. Same thing as we did on the sides, kind of feather it in. And I'm just flicking it up. I don't want to go too far with this. So I'm using this line right here as a guide, but we're going to be breaking that away because it's just going to be a nice smooth fade up to the one we just did. I'm going to go in with my half guard, fully closed, and same thing, just chipping away at the hair, trying to get a smooth finish. Open it just a tad. Kind of want to work your way up to that one we did. Fully open. We definitely don't want to go past it. And now in order to get rid of this faint line right here, I'm going to use a 0 fully closed. And I'm not going to use the entire blade. I'm just going to use the side of it. And I'm really just going to kind of go at it and find those little lines and blend them in. Just using the side. Don't want to go too far up. I'm just trying to make a nice blend. And the higher you go up, you want to open it a little bit more. Ever so slightly. Perfect. Now you can see it's a nice blend from what we did with the 1 to the 0, and it'll give him at least a good 2 weeks out of the haircut. Now what I'm gonna do with the sides, I'm gonna go along, again with this head shape, just dip down, create a nice line and angle, and that'll really complement the Nape fade. Just gonna go in these trimmers, create my line, try to make it as straight as possible, just going down at an angle. Take away these hairs. And then do any detailing that I need to do, just to make it nice and straight. And it'll end up connecting with the fade we did there. And again on the other side. I'm going to go in again and do what I did with just the edge of the blade and chip up at the 0. Alright, now I'm going to use my close shavers. Same thing I did with the trimmers. I'm going to use this as a guide. And really try and get it nice and edged out. Same thing on this side. Using the line I created with the trimmers to just edge it out, make it nice and smooth. All right, so we're done with the Nape fade. I'm gonna go back over with a 3, but do clip over comb this time. And just go in and blend what I did from the beginning. Just taking off this bolt. And still going with the shape of the fade. And this time I'm not really starting on one side, starting on the other side. I'm kind of just going at it from this point. I already have that shape made, so pretty much just using it as a guide. All right, now fully open, blend this in. This is a 3.5. Same thing on the other side. Start with clip over comb, 3, fully closed. Just going along the shape of the head. And like we did on the other side, take it down to a 3.5 and blend that in. I'm gonna take a quick look, just make sure everything is how I want it to be. Nice and even, good shape. Awesome. So we're gonna go ahead and start with a scissor over comb. Same concept as before with the clipper over comb. Just going in, keeping the shape of the head, and just blending in what needs to be blended in. Now I'm cutting this part with scissors dry. I feel like I get a little bit more control. I can pick up the hair a little bit better. I'm just kind of going up, keeping that shape in mind. I don't want to have the scissors too close to the head. I want to bring them out just a little bit. And gradually taper it up. Now I'm going to go in, take sections of the hair, over direct it, and slant it just a little bit, keeping in mind that same shape I did with scissors over comb, and just bringing it up and taking out all that bulk. Now I don't want to cut it too short, because when I style his hair, I want to be able to push this forward as well as push it back. So I want to have a little bit of versatility in it. You can wear it multiple ways. Now Tom doesn't really have any gnarly cowlicks, so I can kind of get away with going a little bit shorter around the crown, but I still want to keep a good amount of length, just so I can get that versatility to do multiple styles. All right, so I'm gonna go on the left side. Same thing I did on the right. Take up the comb, over direct it a bit, and just blend in that side. Now I gotta be really conscious of how high I'm going for this, because I want him to still be able to style this down, forward, and if he wanted, get rid of the part completely and style it to the side. So I just want to have it with enough length to do all 3. And we're really just blending in with the 3 we did. Getting it nice and even, keeping that shape in mind. Going around the head. And to finish out the sides, I'm gonna go ahead with my trimmers and just edge it out along the sideburns. So we got the sides done. I'm gonna go in with the top. We just wet them down. And I'm not gonna take too much length off. I'm really just gonna be point cutting maybe about 1/2 inch off. I wanna keep that kind of grown in haircut look. And point cutting it will take out a bit of weight as well, so it won't be too heavy on top. You could do it with thinning shears, but I just prefer to do it point cutting. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and start with the curly style. I'm gonna be using Pompadour Pro's Curl Defining Cream. We're gonna use it as a pre-styler. Now what's great about this product is that it has frizz control, heat protection, and it smooths out the hair, but not to make it straight. It just gives you a nice hold and really defines the curls. And when you're putting it through the hair, you really don't need to use a lot, just a little dime size. You just want to work your way through the hair, get it all nice and saturated. To style it, we're going to be using a blow dryer with a diffuser on it. So we're going to keep those curled. We just want to tame them just a little bit. So I have this on warm heat and on high. If you want to make it too hot, but with the heat protection in it, you get a little bit more versatility. So let's say you're in a hurry, you want to blow dry your hair faster, you can definitely put on the heat. But the product will protect you from that. So since I'm styling it with the diffuser, there's really no method to where I have to kind of point the hair to. I kind of do it all over. I'm really just massaging my hands through, trying to get some texture, build it up with the product. So we're done with the styling, and as you can see, the curl defining cream gave his hair a lot of movement. It's nice and soft, there's good bounce to it, and the curls are very defined. You can use it as a leave-in conditioner, so it'll keep your hair nice, moisturized, and hydrated all day. And it'll stick in the hair until the next wash. You can easily run your hands through it, manipulate it after a few hours if you want to change it a bit. It's got a nice bit of hold. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and start with the wavy look. I switched out the diffuser with a compressor, using a round brush this time. I'm going to go in, the curl defining cream is still in there. Going on high power, medium heat. And I'm using the round brush to kind of manipulate the hair. Really trying to get some wave out of it. And the more directions you blow it in, the more movement you'll get. So I'm going to do some back, some forward. I'm kind of just picking it up. I'm twisting the round brush as I go. I'm kind of pressing the nozzle against the brush. And that brush will heat up and start to smooth out the hair. Now I don't want to smooth it out too much, so I'm really just lightly curling it to create some nice waves. Now actually for the sides, I'm going to go ahead and just brush these down. Go forward a little bit for this style. Find that part, separate it, and push down the hair. And that'll help too. After 3 weeks, your hair starts to build up, poof out a little bit on the side, use a round brush, and really press it down, and that'll help out a lot with it. Same thing on this side. Just pressing down the hair. All the way in the back. Lean your head back a little bit. Perfect. You can see I'm really just twirling the brush, lifting it up. I'm just going in different directions. The only direction I'm not going to go in is to the left, for obvious reasons. Switch hands. For the front, I'm going to go back. So I'm going to take the hair, lift it up, and just twirl the brush, get some movement out of there, and straighten out those curls. So it's not completely straight, but there's just a little bit of wave to it to clean it up. And with the use of the curl defining cream, it's really helping me keep that hold and really manipulate the hair how I want it to lay. Again, you can run your hands through it. And basically all we did is take those curls, turn them into waves. Still the same shape as the style, going to the side, parted, but a different texture. So we still have the blow dryer with the compressor on it. We're gonna go this time for a straight look. What I'm gonna do, same thing, high power, medium heat. I'm gonna start by smoothing it out with my round brush and going back. I don't wanna go in too many different directions for this look. I want to have it go back to the side. You could also go forward if you wanted, but in this case I'm just gonna go back. And how we did it before with the wavy hair where I'm mixing it up with the round brush, same thing, but I'm holding it on a lot longer. I'm really pressing the nozzle to the brush, trying to heat it up as much as I can to really smooth out the hair. You can get more volume with it, you can pull it back, and get a nice sleek look with this. And when I get closer to the sides, I'll do the same thing I did before, where I'm just rubbing it with the round brush. Since we used the curl defining cream, it's really helping to smooth out the hair. And still, the added heat protection helps a lot. So you don't have to worry about any damage. So we finished blow drying. We got it pretty straight. We're gonna go in and use Mr. Pompadour beeswax paste. It's a matte product. Don't wanna use too much, just a dime size, but you really wanna work in your hands. This stuff is pretty thick, but it'll add a nice amount of hold. Rub it in first, get it saturated. I'm gonna start on the back of the head. I'm gonna work my way forward, smooth it out, and just saturate the head. This product is super easy to work with. It's not greasy. And later on in the day, you can still work your hands through it, and you'll still be able to manipulate the style. And go on the sides, lay them down just a little bit. And like I said earlier, this works too if your hair is growing out a little bit and the sides are starting to stick out. Great product to use if you want to get a nice sleek finish. I'm just going back with it. Taking some pieces, laying them down. So for the initial look, we ended up using a blow dryer with a diffuser and the Pompadour Pro Curl Defining Cream. It gave us a lot of movement, the curls had bounce to it, and they felt really nice and soft. Now in order to get the wavy look, we switched out with the compressor. We still had the Curl Defining Cream in there, and we were able to get a little bit more movement, a little bit more hold, and all in all, ended up making two versatile looks. And it's looks you can wear every day for any occasion. And lastly, for the third look, we ended up using the same techniques on a blow dryer, but went a little bit harder with the round brush, really trying to straighten it out. We finished it with Mr. Pompadour beeswax paste. It created a nice finish. You can still run your hands through it. It's matte, so you can't see it in the hair, but you can definitely work your way through it. It's not entirely straight, but I think we definitely got a good difference between the curly, wavy, and straight looks here. So it just shows you that you can wear multiple looks with this kind of hair and using these products.
I really like the aspects of the curl defining cream because after we put it in my hair, you could see that we could do the curly look and we could do the wavy look. I was definitely pretty partial to the wavy look. The curly look, you know, it was great. It's like me stepping out of the shower and then the humidity and everything, it usually puffs it up, but with this, it like really made my curls kind of still define and not make it look too crazy. And then too, it's a nice change up, you know, if I'm going to a very classy event, then having the straight hair look is very beneficial. So the Mr. Pompadour beeswax really helped out with that. So all in all, I think each style is fantastic, and you know, I'm happy that I now know that I can wear my hair in these different ways.
Hi, thanks for watching the video. If you're new to the channel, Pompadour Brands is a premium hair care company with products for men, women, and professionals. Check us out at pompadourpro.com and bring out the best in your hair. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and see you again next time.